Sri Lankans elected Anura Kumara Dissanayake as president on Sunday, placing their faith in his promises to tackle corruption and stabilize the country's fragile economy. The election comes as the island nation struggles to recover from its worst financial crisis in decades. Dissanayake, 55, a Marxist-leaning politician without the political pedigree of his rivals, led the race from the beginning of the vote count, defeating incumbent President Ranil Wickremesinghe and opposition leader Sajith Premadasa.
The people of our country have a great expectation for change. There are many people who took part in public protests who carry the aspirations of those protests. They wanted change, and we are the agents of that change. All the other candidates are the agents of the old, failed traditional system.
His win marked a resounding defeat for Wickremesinghe, who had steered the nation's economic recovery but had faced growing unpopularity due to the harsh austerity measures required by a $2.9 billion IMF bailout. Wickremesinghe finished third in the election with 17% of the votes. The election served as a referendum on Wickremesinghe's policies, with voters expressing frustration over high living costs and grinding poverty. After conceding defeat, Wickremesinghe, 75, said,
"Mr. President, here I hand over to you with much love the dear child called Sri Lanka, whom we both love very dearly."
Dissanayake secured 42.3% of the vote, a significant rise from the 3% he polled in 2019, while opposition candidate Premadasa garnered 32.8%. In a historic first for Sri Lanka, the election required a second tally, as none of the candidates managed to secure the required 50% majority in the initial count. Dissanayake positioned himself as the candidate of change, appealing to voters disillusioned by economic hardships and government mismanagement. He pledged to dissolve Parliament within 45 days of assuming office and seek a fresh mandate for his policies through general elections.
After victory, there must be no unrest or upheaval. Our nation needs to adopt new political customs. Everyone must respect the different political views that we have as a democracy, and those views must not be a reason for someone to be victimized. This election must happen, conclude, and be celebrated without any conflict, issues, or chaos.
Despite his anti-establishment rhetoric, Dissanayake has sought to reassure investors during his campaign. While his manifesto promised to slash taxes and undertake a $25 billion debt restructuring plan, he emphasized that these reforms would be carried out in consultation with the IMF. He has also vowed to prioritize debt repayment to maintain international confidence.